having the conversation of, okay, get clear on how many people do you really need in your business to make the money that you want to make? Because I do think there's a conversation online about, you're supposed to scale. You're supposed to scale to a great degree so that you're making 70 to $100,000 a month. Even, $20,000 a month right now is like beyond my personal, like, I don't know what that feels like. I'm not making $20,000 a month. Okay. But it's like you're using all of these other people's paradigms without asking, like, well, how many people do I need? I'm not personally running a volume business. That was a humongous shift that I made at the end of 2022. It took me all fall to realize I didn't want a volume business. I didn't want a membership. I didn't want a subscription model. I didn't want a mastermind. I want to work with people one to one because that's how I can get them the most, it's the best efficacy. It's how people really are able to create better messaging, write better content, and have copy that actually connects and converts. But I was not willing to admit that it wasn't working. I mean, I had to bump into some hard brick walls to admit, first of all, that the model wasn't working. And then this like slow creep of how much I really just don't like social. Now, I'm a content I'm a content educator. So some of my people are going to be on social. So I think I had also this lie, like I'm supposed to be there because I teach content. But I don't teach like Instagram strategies. I don't teach YouTube strategies. Like I teach messaging, systems, consistency, copy, all of those things, which you can apply anywhere. And I think that I wasn't being honest with myself that it doesn't go along with my personality or my energy or my strengths.
Yeah, and I think also there's been a lot of pendulum swings in the last
Mm.
5 years, where, I saw much more service freelancing style businesses 5, 6 years ago, and then there was this big pendulum swing, especially in the pandemic where everyone was home, to, like, leverage everything, group programs, everything must
Yes.
scale.
Yes,
But when
yes.
you scale, and here's what they don't tell you, when you start to scale, then instead of your money going into your pocket, you're making more money, but it's going into your software, it's going into your team, it's
That's
going
true.
into
Good
your
point.
systems.
That's a good point.
Um, and when you, like, let's say that you're starting a business today, Jen, and you could probably get away with a Google Doc, a PayPal account,
Mm.
and
Zoom
a
account.
contract system
Right,
and
right,
a website. I'm
right.
thinking you could run a business for $100 a month. But
Mhm.
as soon as we start to talk, or maybe Dubsado, like maybe we want to go into a system like that, like a CRM or whatever. But $100, $200 a month, you could easily run a business on that if you're talking about. And then let's say that you make $10,000 a month and your expenses are $200. You need taxes, blah, blah, blah. But like you're still maintaining and holding on to, let's say 90%
Yeah.
of your business. It's
Yeah.
super profitable and you're still bringing home $100,000 a year because your expenses are so low. But then when you start to talk about scaling, because you're like, oh, leverage, scale, systems, operations,
That's right.
impact, blah, 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 like all these terms keep showing up for us. And as soon as we start to do that, then, I'm spending $100 a month just on my email service provider.
Yeah. Not to
That's
mention the people that you have to hire to support you with the things that you're not good at, right? So
mhm.
the staff, which this is what I really want to say about this. For some of your listeners, they're going to want that. They're going to crave that. They're going to be like, no, 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 that's where I want to be. That would fill me up. And to those people, I say, thank God for you. You
Mhm.
should be doing that. You know what I always, so I'm a mom of only one child, and I'm like, I was born to be a mom of one child. But when I hear women talk about like wanting 3, 4, 5 children, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what that feels like, but good for you for knowing what you want, or good for the
Mhm.
women who know they didn't ever want to have children, right? I feel like it's like that in our business, but nobody gives you permission to just be like, I don't want to be the big shiny face of everything. I don't want to have a big enormous business. Like I don't, that's not the stuff I enjoy. And it took me, I'm really glad we're having this conversation because it took me like, the stupid Facebook ads thing, the stupid like bumping my head up against the wall with marketing my membership over. And even though I knew how much value I was giving. It was all the other stuff of like comparing myself to every other person online and being like, but she's doing it, but he's doing it, but look how like and thinking I just was not enough.
Mhm.
And
And
so
they make it look so easy.
and they might be having fun doing it and it might be easy for them. Like, but it was not for me. It was not easy for me. And so to be at this place where we are today, where I feel like, nope, that's not my business model. It's not even what I'm going toward. And frankly, I'd love to run my business without ever being on social. That is very freeing for me.